Hello, dear students. I welcome you all on behalf of Sri Jayendra Rank Zone classes. Dear student, we are in a continuation of the chapter that is plant breeding. And today we are going to deal with the topic that is single cell protein in this lecture. So first and foremost question is what is this SCP? What is the single cell protein? So if we talk about this, as we know, conventional agriculture production of cereals, pulses, vegetables, fruits, etc., is not or may not be able to meet the demand of food at the rate of which human and animal population is increasing. We know that day by day human and animal population is increasing, and the conventional agriculture techniques for the production of these all things are not able to complete the requirement of the demand. So the dependency on the grain is not going to complete this requirement. So there is a need to shift from grain to meat. So the shift from grain to meat also does not solve this problem because it also create more demand for cereals. As if we talk that 3 to 10 kilograms of grain are required to produce a 1 kg of meat by animal farming. Okay, so if we give 3 to 10 kg of food to the particular animal, then animal will convert this into the 1 kg of the meat. So the shift from meat grain to meat cannot solve this problem. And if we talk, the percentage of human population which is suffering from the hunger and malnutrition is 25%. So therefore, we can say need of alternative source of protein for animal and human nutrition. And this alternative source of protein for animal and human nutrition is one of them is single cell protein. So now the question is what is single cell protein and how it is useful. Now the some of the bacteria are there which are useful in the production of the single cell proteins that we are going to discuss one by one as an example. Okay. So now this is the protein. So alternative source of protein is the SCP or single cell protein. So the question is what is SCP? So dear student, single cell protein is SCP is protein rich biomass which is used as food or to feed. That protein rich biomass which is used for food and feed, it is known as single cell protein. However, SCP term, that is single cell protein, is misleading because it is not only it is not only obtained from unicellular microorganism but also from multicellular microorganism. So single cell protein are extracted from the unicellular as well as multicellular microorganisms. So the use of term that is single cell protein means a protein which is obtained from single cell. It is a particularly we can say a misleading. So SCP or single cell protein is rich in rich in good quality of protein and poor in fats. So good quality of protein it has, and it is poor in fat. So it is known that high protein and low fat, the high protein and low fat, if we talk, they are desirable features of human food. However, it is known that care has to be taken, care has to be taken to remove excess nucleic acids and heavy metal or toxins present in biomass. So care is also to be taken during this particular use of a selection of single cell protein, that the protein should be free from the nucleic acid and heavy metals or the toxins present in the biomass. And if we talk about the microorganism which can be explored for obtaining SCP or protein, microbes that can be explored to obtain SCP are fungi, bacteria, and cyanobacteria. Okay, so microorganisms used for production of SCP are algae. They can be fungi or bacteria. In algae, we can say blue-green algae is used, that is also cyanobacteria. So if we talk about the first, if we talk about the production of SCP from the cyanobacteria, it is known that it can be obtained from the cyanobacteria. And if we talk about cyanobacteria from which SCP is used or obtained, that name of cyanobacteria is spirulina. And it is known that this spirulina can be grown easily on the materials like wastewater, okay, from the potato processing plant that contain a starch that can be grown on the straw, molasses, animal manure, and even sewage. On this particular spirulina can be grown. So SCP production in sewage is done like this. So waste material here serve as a source of the production of large quantities of SCP. So it can serve as, so this even sewage serve to produce a large quantities of cyanobacteria or SCP, and can serve as a food rich in protein, minerals, fat, carbohydrate. So this single cell protein, if we talk here, that rich in protein, minerals, fat, carbohydrate, vitamin. And incidentally, such utilization also reduces the environmental pollution. Okay, so if we are growing the cyanobacteria on the wastage, they are reducing the pollution. So cyanobacteria can be used. Apart from this, the fungus are used. So second are the fungus from which SCP is obtained. So in fungi, unicellular fungi are used for SCP production are Candida utilis, and that is a yeast. Okay, and in this, it is a torula yeast, and apart from this, a Saccharomyces bacillus yeast are also used. So this is the Candida utilis and Saccharomyces cerevisiae. Apart from this, multicellular fungus such as for SCP production like Chitomium cellulolyticum are also used. Okay, and apart from this, if we talk the fusarium graminearum and mushroom are also used to gain SCP from this fungus. Now it is known that mushroom which belong to Basidiomycetes fungus are eaten by many people, and large scale mushroom culture large scale mushroom culture is a is a growing industry which makes it believable that microbes too would become acceptable as food. So mushroom use large scale production as occur and it is also used as food. So it explains or believes makes develop a belief in us that the microbe would be used as a food. Apart from this, bacteria are also used, and from this bacteria, the SCP or single cell production is used, and bacteria used in SCP production are Brevibacterium, Ketoglutamicum, and Methylophilus methylotropus. For us, this Methylophilus methylotropus bacteria is important, and it is known that this Methylophilus methylotropus bacteria, it has been calculated that a 250 kilogram of cow produces 200 gram of protein per day. It is estimated 250 kilogram of cow produces 200 gram of protein per day. But in the same period, if we talk 250 gram of bacteria like Methylophilus methylotropus, they produce, because of its high rate of biomass production, its growth can be expected to produce a 25 tons of protein per day. 25 of 5 tons of protein per day. Okay, so considering this, we can say that bacteria are more beneficial than the different organisms, or like we can say cow compared to cow. This Methylophilus methylotropous bacteria is of much importance. Okay, so like this, a fermenter are used, and in this tissue culture technique is done, and this particular we can say microbes are grown for the obtaining a single cell protein. So biotechnological food products are single cell protein, and mushroom are also single cell protein. Okay, such a way these single cell protein are obtained. So if we talk about MCQ, filamentous bacteria blue green algae used in SCP is filamentous blue green algae used in SCP is nothing but a spirulina. Okay, that is cyanobacteria. Unicellular fungi used in SCP production, that is obviously a yeast. Bacteria used in SCP are Methylophilus, Methylotropus, as well as Brevibacterium. Okay, so this is all about the what a single cell protein. I hope you understood well. Thank you.